The consumer expectation today is that the service is going to be there when they want it, when they need it, and it's going to be delivered flawlessly.
The PTMI objective is for us to leverage 50+ years of distribution, warehousing, and transportation to optimize the customer supply chain.
Inventus is a company that's evolving from its origin as an independent telephone company providing local service and long-distance services to residential and business subscribers to a company that's now providing broadband communication services that are in such high demand from businesses and consumers today.
Power and Telephone Supply Company is a 50-plus-year-old distributor that ships to more than 70 countries all across the world. We have offices all across the United States, coast to coast in Canada, in Mexico, and Brazil. And in the last 20 years, we have evolved to be a supply chain partner. We pride ourselves on our family ownership and our ability to offer end-to-end communication solutions.
If we think about the service provider and what they do, they go out and they provide service to their clients. So anything related to the manufacturer warranties going back, or managing the inventory side, is really a back office application for them. But as a distributor, it's front office for us. It's what we do.
Inventus had acquired several companies over the past few years, and with each acquisition we inherited new warehouse locations and different processes for managing the inventory in those warehouses. That led to a situation where we realized that we really needed to have a single system to give us visibility to all of our inventory across the broader organization, because we were carrying more stock than we needed to in some cases and less stock than we should in others. The consumer expectation today is that the service is going to be there when they want it, when they need it, and it's going to be delivered flawlessly. We, in order to fulfill that customer expectation, had to change the way that we managed our inventory process.
One of the challenges Inventus was facing, along with the multiple systems and the multiple inventory buckets, was critical spares. Critical spares are very important to a service provider, because that's the apparatus that's going to make sure that their service is uninterrupted.
In the absence of being able to understand where our inventory was, and most importantly, where our critical spares were, we would find ourselves in a situation where the service that we provide to our customers would be compromised or jeopardized, because we may not have the device that we needed when we needed it in order to correct a critical network outage.
The solution that we put in place for Inventus was BlueLink, which is a web portal. And it allowed Inventus to take these multiple ERP systems and technicians from legacy companies that they had acquired and put them on a centralized requisition platform, making sure that we don't have a large pile in one warehouse and zero in the other.
Prior to implementing PTMI and using BlueLink, our technicians would go into the warehouse and they would pick out the material that they needed to perform that day's work. And the material stock levels within the warehouse may or may not have been sufficient for them to stock their truck for that day's work, because those inventory levels were being managed by a legacy system that relied on minimum order or minimum stock quantities and maximum stock quantities, not necessarily taking into consideration the consumption rate or the location of where those materials should be available. The implementation of BlueLink allowed us to have the techs order only the materials that they needed the day before they needed them, and then the materials would be delivered to a convenient location to receive the equipment that they needed in order to perform that day's work.
The mission is to simplify the supply chain and remove a lot of these ancillary tasks that are very much required, very important, but not really the mainstay of what our particular customers, the service providers, are where they really want to spend their time. Providing mobile apps, providing inventory consolidation, providing collection of asset information in a mobile PDA or tablet type environment has really been the successful component that says we can now remove 2 or 3 days of paperwork so that the systems our customers already have in place can become far more effective and provide a much quicker customer turn-up time.
We've known and been working with Adventis since the 80s, so for more than 30 years. And I think that that builds up trust and allows us to continuously improve at a pace that moves everybody forward very quickly.
Inventory management is not a core competency of Adventis. It is a core competency of Power and Tel. We believe in applying expertise where expertise is needed, and that's what we found in Power and Tel.